For those of you out there who feel like you're too small, too insignificant, not big enough, not smart enough, not good enough, not handsome enough, not pretty enough, not tall enough, not short enough, not black enough, not white enough, or whatever your not enough is, this message is for you. I'm going to read a passage, just a couple of verses, 4 verses to be exact, from Mark chapter 4, verses 30 through 33. It says, "And he said, whereunto shall I liken the kingdom of God? Or with what comparison shall we compare it? It is like a grain of mustard seed, which when it is sown in the earth is less than all the seeds that be in the earth. But when it is sown, it groweth up and becometh greater than all herbs, and shooteth out great branches, so that the fowls of the air may lodge under the shadow of it. And with many such parables spake he the word unto them, as they were able to hear it." He said, the mustard seed is the smallest seed. I really wrestled with what I was going to call this Bible study today. I was going to call it, like, the smaller, the bigger. I was going to call it the mustard seed mountain mover. I was going to call it small seeds, big harvest. But I decided to just call it me and the mustard seed. Because all of us have a me and the mustard seed story. And one of the things that blows my mind, it doesn't matter whether I'm reading in the Old Testament, whether I'm reading in the New Testament, it just doesn't matter. If I'm reading the books of the prophets, if I'm reading the books of Psalms, it doesn't matter. It shows me over and over and over again how God often used small things to make a very, very big difference. And so a lot of times what happens in us is we feel like our less than-ness disqualifies us. But I submit to you that our less than-ness is one of the things that actually pre-qualifies us. Because God often used the smallest person or the smallest object or the smallest idea to make the biggest difference. Man, I remember when I was a child feeling like I was invisible sometimes, and the rest of the time wishing I was invisible. Can I get a witness? And it's so interesting how intimately familiar we are with the things that are missing in our lives. We are more intimately familiar as children, and sometimes even as adults, we are more intimately familiar with what's missing in our lives oftentimes than we are what's present in our lives. And because we're so aware of what's missing, we're afraid somebody's going to find out what's missing. And so we spend our lives hiding our less than-ness from other people, lest they point it out and figure out that they don't like us as much as we don't like us. Well, so this parable of the mustard seed is a parallel, because a parable is a parallel story. It's a story that goes alongside a principle that teaches us a lesson. And Jesus said that the kingdom of God is like a mustard seed. And the parable of the mustard seed is a parallel of life, how little things make big differences.